Remember Passions, the wildly unpredictable soap opera filled with love, betrayal, magic, and shocking twists. From its unforgettable characters to its over-the-top storylines, Passions was unlike anything daytime TV had ever seen. But what happened to its stars after the cameras stopped rolling? In this video, we'll take a look at the cast then and now, how they've changed, where their careers took them, and the surprising turns their real lives have taken. Some rose to fame, others disappeared from the spotlight, and a few have sadly left us. Join us for a nostalgic and eye-opening journey through the lives of the Passions cast. Over 2 decades later. Lindsay Hartley portrayed Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald in Passions, 1999, when she was 21 years old. Teresa is a passionate, headstrong young woman from the working-class Lopez Fitzgerald family in the town of Harmony. From the moment she sets her sights on Ethan Crane, the wealthy heir of the Crane dynasty, her life spirals into a series of dramatic twists and emotional highs and lows. Teresa believes in fate and love above all else, which drives her to make desperate decisions, including impersonating others, lying about paternity, and making controversial moral choices, all to protect those she loves. She becomes a central figure in the show's most intense storylines, including being married to multiple men, presumed dead, and hiding massive secrets. Her resilience makes her unforgettable. Lindsay Hartley, born on April 17, 1978, continued her acting career with roles in All My Children, Days of Our Lives, and several TV movies. As of 2025, she is 47 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry, also branching into directing and writing. Mackenzie Westmore portrayed Sheridan Crane in Passions, 1999, when she was 22 years old. Sheridan is the elegant and emotionally fragile daughter of the powerful Crane family, born into a world of wealth, control, and manipulation. Traumatized by her childhood under the influence of her abusive father Alistair, Sheridan constantly seeks freedom, love, and emotional peace. Her romance with Luis Lopez Fitzgerald becomes the show's heart-wrenching centerpiece, a relationship tormented by class struggles, family sabotage, and supernatural interference. Sheridan endures unthinkable trauma, kidnapping, amnesia, brainwashing, and even being buried alive. Despite her inner strength, she is often torn between her heart and the sinister expectations of her family. Mackenzie Westmore, born April 26, 1977, is part of Hollywood royalty, the Westmore family of makeup artists. Outside of Passions, she gained fame as the host of Face Off on Sci-Fi. As of 2025, she is 48 years old and continues to work as an actress, host, and entrepreneur. Juliet Mills portrayed Tabitha Lennox in Passions, 1999, when she was 58 years old. Tabitha is a centuries-old witch and one of the most iconic characters in Passions. Living in harmony with her doll-turned-daughter, Timmy, and later her real child, Endora, Tabitha plays both antagonist and reluctant protector throughout the series. She schemes, conjures dark magic, and narrates many of the town's most dramatic moments, often with wry humor and wicked flair. Over time, Tabitha develops genuine affection for her neighbors, especially Timmy, whose tragic death marks one of the show's most emotional turning points. Her struggle between good and evil evolves as she tries to protect Endora from the same dark path. Juliet Mills, born on November 21, 1941, had a celebrated career before Passions, including roles in Nanny and the Professor and Avanti. As of 2025, she is 83 years old, semi-retired and living in California with her husband, actor Maxwell Caulfield. She remains a beloved figure in soap opera and classic TV history. Galen Gehring portrayed Luis Lopez Fitzgerald in Passions, 1999, when he was 28 years old. Luis is the determined and honorable police officer from the Lopez Fitzgerald family, serving as a moral counterweight to the corrupt Crane empire. Protective of his family and community, Luis has a deep sense of duty and justice, often placing others before himself. His love affair with Sheridan Crane spans years of pain and passion, constantly disrupted by lies, tragedies, and supernatural chaos. From investigating bizarre crimes to rescuing loved ones from madmen and magical threats, Luis embodies the archetype of a steadfast hero in a world gone mad. His loyalty, physical bravery, and emotional vulnerability made him one of passion's most beloved characters. Galen Gehring, born February 13, 1971, later became known for his long-running role as Rafe Hernandez on Days of Our Lives. As of 2025, he is 54 years old, still active in daytime television and various independent projects. Liza Huber portrayed Gwen Hotchkiss Winthrop in Passions, 1999, when she was 24 years old. Gwen is the privileged, poised daughter of a wealthy family, raised with grace, class, and entitlement. Initially engaged to Ethan Crane, Gwen's world crumbles when he falls for Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald. Though she begins as a sympathetic figure, Gwen transforms into one of the show's most controversial characters. Desperate to keep Ethan, she resorts to deception, emotional manipulation, and custody battles, especially over Teresa's son. Her complex friendship rivalry with Teresa defines much of the series' tension. Gwen's actions range from understandable to unforgivable, especially in later storylines. Liza Huber, the daughter of All My Children legend Susan Lucci, was born on February 22, 1975. She left Passions in 2008 to focus on family and entrepreneurship. As of 2025, she is 50 years old, no longer acting but the founder of a successful organic food company and mother of 4. Brooke Kerr portrayed Whitney Russell in Passions, 1999, when she was 26 years old. Whitney is the ambitious and talented daughter of Eve and T.C. Russell. A gifted tennis player and deeply loyal sister to Simone, Whitney is raised with high expectations, both moral and professional. Her life is upended by a passionate relationship with Chad Harris Crane, only to be devastated when she believes, wrongly, that he is her half-brother. This plotline plunges Whitney into emotional turmoil, guilt, and eventual exile from Harmony. She briefly joins a convent, torn between faith, shame, and love. Throughout the series, Whitney struggles to reclaim her self-worth and stability while protecting her son. Brooke Kerr portrayed Whitney with emotional intensity and grace, earning her recognition among fans. Born on November 21, 1973, Kerr went on to star in shows like General Hospital and Station 19. As of 2025, she is 51 years old, still active in television and film, and has also become an advocate for women's mental health. Ben Masters portrayed Julian Crane in Passions, 1999, when he was 52 years old. Julian is the lecherous, manipulative son of Alistair Crane, deeply entrenched in the dark power plays of Harmony's elite. Initially portrayed as a comically corrupt villain, often seen with a cigar and a drink in hand, Julian undergoes one of the show's most complex transformations. Through his tumultuous relationships with Ivy, Rebecca, Eve, and his children, Julian slowly reveals a vulnerable human side. His redemption arc includes repairing broken bonds and confronting the consequences of his cruelty. Ben Masters brought both grandeur and surprising pathos to the role. Born May 6, 1947, Masters had a distinguished stage and screen career before Passions, appearing in Heartbeat, All That Jazz, and Broadway productions. Sadly, Ben Masters passed away on January 11, 2023, from cancer at the age of 75. He is remembered for his commanding presence and ability to turn a soap opera villain into a layered, unforgettable character. Eric Martsolf portrayed Ethan Winthrop in Passions, beginning in 2002 when he was 31 years old. Ethan is the polished, idealistic Crane heir, or so he believes. Raised with wealth and power, Ethan struggles with his identity when he discovers he is actually the son of Sam Bennett, not Julian Crane. His internal battle between loyalty, love, and family duty fuels some of the show's most explosive drama. Ethan is torn between two women, his longtime fiancée Gwen Hotchkiss and the passionate Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, resulting in years of betrayals, broken engagements, and bitter custody disputes. Eric Martsolf brought a grounded charm to the role, making Ethan both noble and flawed. Martsolf, born July 27, 1971, remained with Passions until its end, and later found success as Brady Black on Days of Our Lives, winning a Daytime Emmy Award. As of 2025, he is 53 years old and continues to be a leading man in daytime television, admired for his charisma and range. Justin Hartley portrayed Fox Crane in Passions beginning in 2002 when he was 25 years old. Fox is the charismatic and rebellious son of Ivy and Julian Crane. Unlike many in the Crane family, Fox craves genuine love and identity rather than power. He returns to Harmony to disrupt the status quo, and succeeds. His romantic entanglements with Whitney, Teresa, and Kay reveal his longing for something real, though his impulsiveness and jealousy often sabotage his efforts. Despite being born into privilege, Fox frequently rejects his family's manipulative tendencies, seeking meaning beyond the Crane name. Justin Hartley brought Fox to life with charm, wit, and emotional vulnerability, earning him a devoted fan base. Born on January 29, 1977, Hartley went on to major success in Smallville, The Young and the Restless, and This Is Us, where he received critical acclaim. As of 2025, he is 48 years old, actively working as an actor, director, and producer in both television and film. Kim Johnston. Ulrich portrayed Ivy Winthrop in Passions, 1999, when she was 44 years old. Ivy is the elegant yet emotionally wounded ex-wife of Julian Crane and the secret lover of Sam Bennett. A product of New England aristocracy, Ivy navigates the web of wealth and control with sharp intelligence and cold calculation, especially when it comes to keeping Ethan's true paternity a secret. Her obsession with Sam and desire to destroy Grace's marriage sets off years of betrayal and heartbreak. Yet beneath her scheming lies a woman desperate to reclaim lost love and shield her son from scandal. Ivy evolves from icy antagonist to a more vulnerable, if still manipulative, presence. Kim Johnston Ulrich, born March 24, 1955, brought depth and elegance to the role. Prior to Passions, she appeared in As the World Turns and many prime-time series. As of 2025, she is 70 years old, largely retired from acting and enjoying a quieter life outside Hollywood, occasionally appearing at fan conventions. Dana Sparks portrayed Grace Bennett in Passions, 1999, when she was 38 years old. Grace is the heart of Harmony, a compassionate wife, devoted mother, and spiritual anchor in a town filled with secrets and sorcery. Found wandering with no memory of her past, she builds a peaceful life with Sam Bennett and their daughters, only for that life to unravel due to betrayals, supernatural interference, and shocking revelations, including the return of her long-lost twin sister, Faith. Grace's psychic sensitivity gives her a unique connection to the mysterious forces surrounding Harmony. But even her inner strength is tested by Ivy's calculated sabotage of her marriage. Her tragic departure from the show leaves a lasting void. Dana Sparks portrayed her with emotional grace and quiet strength. Born on August 1, 1961, Sparks also appeared in Falcon Crest and Melrose Place. As of 2025, she is 63 years old, enjoying a more private life while occasionally appearing at fan events and soap opera reunions. Emily Harper portrayed Fancy Crane in Passions starting in 2005, when she was 27 years old. Fancy is the stylish, spirited granddaughter of Alistair Crane. Initially a spoiled heiress returning from Europe, she undergoes tremendous personal growth. Her whirlwind romance with Luis Lopez Fitzgerald becomes central to the later years of Passions, as she rejects her corrupt family legacy in favor of justice, integrity, and love. After surviving a brutal sexual assault, Fancy joins the Harmony Police Department, determined to become more than a Crane name, to be a protector and survivor. Her resilience and transformation into a true heroine made her one of the show's strongest female characters. Emily Harper brought grace and power to the role. Born on February 16, 1978, she later appeared in Dirty Sexy Money and other TV projects. As of 2025, she is 47 years old, now living a more private life, having stepped back from acting and focused on wellness, advocacy, and family. Ryan McPartlin portrayed Hank Bennett in Passions, starting in 2001, when he was 26 years old. Hank is the younger brother of Sam Bennett, Harmony's police chief. A charming drifter with a rebellious streak, Hank often serves as the wild card in the show's intricate web of family loyalty, romance, and betrayal. Though he begins as a light-hearted counterpart to his noble brother, Hank soon finds himself tangled in serious drama, including romantic feelings for Sheridan Crane and criminal entanglements that threaten his bond with Luis. His flirtatious nature and underlying vulnerability make him a compelling secondary character. Ryan McPartlin brought natural charisma and sincerity to the role. Born on July 3, 1975, he later gained widespread recognition as Captain Awesome in Chuck and appeared in several Hallmark and network series. As of 2025, he is 50 years old, still active in television and film, and continues to charm audiences with his signature likability and versatility. Travis Schultz portrayed Ethan Crane, later Ethan Winthrop, in Passions, 1999, when he was 25 years old. Ethan begins as the golden boy of the Crane family, wealthy, noble, and engaged to Gwen Hotchkiss, until a fateful romance with Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald throws his entire life into chaos. When Ethan discovers he is not Julian Crane's son, but actually the product of Ivy and Sam's long-ago affair, he is forced to reevaluate his place in the world. Torn between love and duty, Ethan becomes caught in a web of deception, romantic triangles, and endless heartbreak. Travis Schultz originated the role and infused Ethan with earnestness and inner conflict. Born on September 18, 1974, he left the show in 2002, paving the way for Eric Martsolf to continue the character. Travis went on to star in Scrubs, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and 10-8, Officers on Duty. As of 2025, he is 50 years old, still acting in both comedy and drama, often alongside his wife, actress Natalie Zia. Natalie Zia portrayed Gwen Hotchkiss in Passions in 2000, when she was 25 years old. Gwen, the polished and poised fiancée of Ethan Winthrop, finds her world unraveling when Ethan falls for Teresa. Zia's version of Gwen is both sympathetic and formidable, a woman deeply hurt, but unwilling to let go of the life she believes is hers. Her rivalry with Teresa escalates into obsession, manipulation, and heartbreak, especially after the loss of her child. Natalie Zia brought a fierce elegance to Gwen, portraying her descent from betrayed lover to cunning schemer with nuance. Though her tenure was brief, 2000 to 2002, she left a lasting impression before Liza Huber resumed the role. Born on March 17, 1975, Zia went on to become a successful primetime actress, starring in Justified, The Following, and La Brea. As of 2025, she is 50 years old, still active in television, and married to fellow actor Travis Schultz, a real-life love story that began behind the scenes on Passions. Jade Harlow portrayed Jessica Bennett in Passions beginning in 2000, when she was 17 years old. Jessica is the youngest daughter of Grace and Sam Bennett, initially portrayed as sweet and obedient, a contrast to her rebellious sister Kay. However, Jessica's journey becomes one of the darkest on the show. After a troubled romance and a series of tragic choices, she descends into a harrowing life involving drug abuse, prostitution, and abuse, shocking fans and pushing the limits of daytime storytelling. Her eventual recovery is a powerful testament to redemption, strength, and the importance of family. Jade Harlow brought intensity and raw emotion to the role, making Jessica's fall and rise unforgettable. Born on March 11, 1983, Harlow later appeared in The Bay, Agents of SHIELD, and The Young and the Restless. As of 2025, she is 42 years old, still acting and producing, and has earned multiple awards in the digital drama space. Don Swaby portrayed Chad Harris in Passions beginning in 1999, when he was 26 years old. Chad is introduced as a music-loving, street-smart young man searching for his roots. His passionate romance with Whitney Russell is central to much of the early storyline, until a shocking twist suggests they may be half-siblings, sending both characters into emotional tailspins. Chad grapples with identity, family secrets, and ultimately his place in the powerful but ruthless Crane dynasty. Despite his flaws, including betrayals and double lives, Chad remains a compelling figure trying to make peace with a world built on lies. Don Swaby originated the role with sincerity and emotional complexity before departing in 2002. Born on August 20, 1973, Swaby also worked as a writer and musician. As of 2025, he is 51 years old, active in theater and independent film, and occasionally appears at fan events to honor his legacy in the soap opera world. Lena Cardwell portrayed Simone Russell in Passions beginning in 1999, when she was 20 years old. Simone is the younger daughter of Eve and T.C. Russell, growing up in the shadow of her sister Whitney. At first naive and yearning for approval, Simone's storyline grows increasingly bold as she grapples with unrequited love, rejection, and her own identity. One of Passion's most groundbreaking plotlines unfolds when Simone comes out as a lesbian, a rare storyline for daytime television at the time. Her journey towards self-acceptance, complicated by strained family dynamics, was portrayed with sincerity and courage. Lena Cardwell played Simone from 1999 until 2001, laying the foundation for the character's evolution. Born on December 28, 1978, Cardwell also had appearances in Law & Order and The Steve Harvey Show. As of 2025, she is 46 years old, working as an actress, voice artist, and motivational speaker, often advocating for LGBTQ+ representation and diversity in media. Gerardo Chalasco portrayed Miguel Lopez Fitzgerald in Passions beginning in 2000, when he was 18 years old. Miguel is the earnest, devoted younger brother of Luis and Teresa. His lifelong love for Kay Bennett and later Charity Standish drives much of his emotional arc. Miguel is fiercely loyal to his family, often caught between his duty as a brother and his role as a young father. His struggles with teenage fatherhood, supernatural interference, and heartbreak reflect the soap's unique blend of grounded drama and fantasy. Gerardo Chalasco brought a brooding intensity to the role, taking over from Jesse Metcalfe in the later years of the show. Born on April 8, 1982, Chalasco, credited early on as Adrian Bellani, later transitioned to prime-time television, with roles in Money Monster Next and National Treasure, Edge of History. As of 2025, he is 43 years old, continuing his acting career while also working in philanthropy and Latino community representation in media. Lee Taylor Young portrayed Catherine Barrett Crane in Passions beginning in 2004, when she was 59 years old. Catherine is the long-presumed dead mother of Sheridan Crane and estranged wife of the infamous Alistair Crane. Her return to Harmony shocks the Crane family and reignites old secrets and deep emotional wounds. A woman of grace and quiet strength, Catherine had fled years earlier to escape Alistair's abuse, leaving her children behind. Her guilt and determination to protect Sheridan make her a tragic, layered figure. Despite attempts to reunite with her family, Catherine's presence is met with suspicion, especially from Julian and others who question her motives. Leigh Taylor Young, born on January 25, 1945, was already a Golden Globe-winning actress known for roles in Peyton Place, Soylent Green, and Dallas. As of 2025, she is 80 years old, retired from acting and active in spiritual and environmental causes, often speaking about mindfulness and conscious living. Kathleen Nooney portrayed Edna Wallace in Passions beginning in 2002 when she was 56 years old. Edna is the eccentric, wheelchair-using mother of Beth Wallace, known for her quirky sayings, inappropriate comments, and occasional moments of lucidity. Despite her oddball nature, Edna plays a key role in uncovering the disturbing secrets of her daughter, including Beth's obsession with Luis and her kidnapping of Sheridan's child. Edna's antics, delivered with biting humor and surprising wisdom, provided comic relief amid the show's darker plots. Kathleen Noon gave Edna a memorable blend of outrageous comedy and subtle heart. Born on January 8, 1945, Noon had previously won a Daytime Emmy for All My Children and appeared in Knots Landing and Sunset Beach. As of 2025, she is 80 years old, largely retired from acting, but fondly remembered by fans for her versatility and unmatched scene-stealing charm. Who is your favorite character from Passions? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.